The following video documents my personal story. If you or anyone you know struggles with PCOS or any other female health issue, call the Office on Women's Health helpline at 1-800-994-9662.
Polycystic ovarian syndrome, which, by the way, affects anywhere from 6 to 25% of teenagers and adult women. The other thing that's really important to know is that it really is a spectrum. So you can have a mild form of it, you can have a moderate form of it, or you can have a severe form. Not every patient walks into our offices with a sign saying, I'm severe, I'm the classic PCOS patient. So our job is to really have a high index for suspicion, test for it as best as we can, because there's no one definitive test for it.
And people really do misunderstand it and aren't aware of the symptoms of even having it. It's a really common condition.
So for a few years now, my doctors and my naturopaths thought that I had PCOS. And in 2017, I went and got loads of blood work and hormone tests, ultrasounds, and basically what they found out was while I had cysts on my ovaries, which was indicative of PCOS, my actual hormone balance, my hormone levels, didn't really match up with PCOS.
Hi, I'm Sierra Thornton. Since I was a little girl, I struggled with being overweight. I was never motivated to lose weight because I always got discouraged when I didn't lose the weight fast enough. The summer after I graduated high school, I was diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome. PCOS is a hormonal disorder causing enlarged ovaries with small cysts on the outer edges. After being diagnosed with PCOS, I knew I needed to become more healthy, and so I began my weight loss journey. Not exactly. I was never able to successfully complete my weight loss journey. So, this is the story of my struggles with being overweight and having PCOS.
How long have you been overweight?
I've been overweight my entire life. It just isn't easy to lose weight, and I've failed trying to lose weight. But I think what it is you have to want it. You have to want to lose weight, not just lose weight because you think. See, for me, I've always wanted to lose weight because I think it'll make me look pretty rather than it making me be healthy. So I think that's the problem with my sort of struggle with weight loss. Huge race fan. And getting in a race car being overweight is not easy.
So you have raced a race car? You're not just a fan?
I have raced before, and I loved it, but it was exhausting for me to get in the car and get out of the car.
Because you have to get in by the window, is that correct?
There's no door. I mean, there's a door, but there's no, opening the door. You have to climb through a window.
Okay.
Metformin, I don't like taking it.
And
I'm also on Contrave, which is a weight loss pill. And then I'm also on birth control to help with the sort of menstrual cycle issue, because with PCOS you have irregular menstrual cycles. So I'm on a lot of medicine.
Do you take it regularly?
I should.
Yes.
But
for it to work.
As far as okay, I cannot take the birth control anymore because that made me very sick. One, I was taking all this medicine and we were throwing it all together at once, not knowing how they would all go together, and something did not go good because I was getting very, very sick, always just very nauseous.
Yeah.
So we learned that it was the birth control.
Do you think that school, especially the earlier years, have contributed to you being overweight?
I was in band in high school, marching band. So marching band is very active, so it helped me keep sort of a steady weight, or I would lose weight. But my senior year, my academics were just sort of, that's all I focused on really, because I was getting ready to go off somewhere and I didn't know where I wanted to go. I was taking the ACT test 7 times. I just wanted, my senior year, something clicked inside of my head and I said I can do anything I want to do as far as academics went. And so I worked on it, and I was like, I'm going to get top 10% of my class. I graduated top 10% of my class. I graduated with honors. I got a full ride to a school, but I forgot about my health and my weight. I don't think that is school's fault. I think that's like my fault. You have to set goals and make it healthy. Do it, like, achieve those goals healthy, and I was not achieving my goals healthy. I was stressing. I would come home crying to my mom, like, Mom, I just want to get in top 10%. And then once it got here, once I achieved all of that, I looked at myself in the mirror, I looked at all my graduation pictures, and I was just like, wow, I let myself go. The year before, I weighed a lot less than I did my senior year.
So your senior year is when you've put on the most weight?
Yes.
Probably.
And my senior year is also when I began noticing issues with, as far as PCOS and everything.
Okay, we were talking first about PCOS. So tell me more in depth what that is.
So this is the interesting thing about it is you asked me to go into more in depth with it, and while I've done tons of research about it, as far as PCOS, the syndrome, there's not a lot of information out there. All they really have is it's a hormonal disorder. You have cysts in your ovaries. These are the risks that cause them. This is the side effects. These are the risks that could happen. But as far as the overall treatment, how it's going to go, they don't have that. Okay. They don't know that.
So then you have never really been treated other than those 3 medicines you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, and the diagnosis, even though she said you have this, she said, you know, we really don't have a true diagnosis of this, but this is what we think you have. So when I told my friends about PCOS, they didn't know what it was. So then my friend, she said, you know, Sierra, I've had the same issues that you've been having. And I said, well, go to the doctor. Don't wait like I did.
Right.
And so she went, and they said, we think you have PCOS. That's how common it is. One of my best friends has the same thing that I do.
And neither one of you knew anything about it.
No, we didn't know about it.
Right.
And so I think that's awful. Like, this is...
What avenues are you going to take to get the word out there? I mean, you're going to have this video, but where will this video go?
I want to show other young women like myself that just because you're overweight or just because you have a health condition doesn't mean that you're not beautiful, doesn't mean that you can't do the things you want to do, but I want them to know that they need to be healthy because I was not healthy.
When you found out you had to do a capstone project, is PCOS what you decided on?
So my goal and my vision for the project was to show how I'm losing the weight. I wanted to start from the beginning, my weight loss journey, but as I'm sitting here, I did not go on a weight loss journey, and so my vision has changed completely because I'm sitting here today just and saying that I failed on my weight
This time.
This time.
Yeah.
Now I have to understand that I am beautiful in whatever body I'm in.
Right.
Because there's not another Sierra Thornton out there.
Not at all.
So for me to be able to lose weight, I have to know and feel comfortable in the skin that I'm in now and feel beautiful in the skin I'm in now, or it'll never work.
Right. And then you'll want to become healthier in that
Yes.
same skin.
Yes. In conclusion, I hope my story will help others who feel like they are struggling with being overweight, and also women who may be struggling with PCOS or other health issues. My hope is that this video will not only motivate me to live a more healthier lifestyle, but others as well. Thank you for watching.